Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the Pulse Podcast here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Joey Krajewski, Eric Hall. At least I didn't say Krajewski.
There we go.
Come on now. And then we got the wizard Greg Kinn on the ones and twos, keeping us live. As always, thanks to Greggy. And thanks to my wife, Chelsea Mullins. She's in studio helping us out with our latest endeavors. As guys, do we want to kind of go ahead and
start it off?
Give it out there as we've got how many different flavors of Pop-Tarts?
There are 15, I believe.
Okay, I didn't even know there were 15 flavors of Pop-Tarts.
Exactly. It's a catastrophe.
For real.
Neither.
I had no idea.
And we're missing some because I know one of my favorites is not on there. Is strawberry milkshake.
There's one that comes out around the holiday season that my sons were always a fan of, the sugar cookie flavor. Oh. And that one I haven't seen in a while. But that's one that is not up there. But there's just about every other flavor.
There's 15 up there, just counted.
Except for the weird ones like, aquarium gravel and TV static and, all those weird ones. Greggy, you know what I'm talking about.
Aunt Sally cigarette butts.
Yeah, there's some different ones out there. But no, we've got 15 different flavors of Pop-Tarts. We're going to sample them all, and we're going to try to do it blindfolded and try to guess what the flavors are.
All right.
Correct?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Or do you got a better idea? I think that's pretty good.
I mean, and we know what they are, but I think we should just say out loud what we think they are. Maybe I don't know. Like without having to look at the list, just take a bite. We know what they are in our heads, but without looking at a list, just say what flavor. What flavor is this?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it.
If we don't, it's going to take 2 hours for us to write all these down.
Yeah.
Yep. Each one of us just goes through and tastes each one of them. How do you want to do it? You want to sample each flavor one at a time?
Each get a bite of it. We can't see them though, because that'll give it away.
Yeah,
looking
that's
at
the
them
dead giveaway.
A dead giveaway. So we are gonna have to
blindfold taste test.
Have Chelsea each bring us split it in 4. Each bring us it. We can just take a bite of the middle part. Do whatever you want with your crust and say what flavor you think it is, and then we can rank them at the end.
I like that idea. So we're gonna rank them. So are we giving them scores or are we just ranking them? Because I think you almost have to give them scores.
Ooh, yeah, there's a.
You're gonna have to score.
That's a lot to do ranking wise. I mean, 15's a lot.
Yeah,
if we're gonna rank, you're just gonna do your top 3, your favorite 3.
I think you're gonna have to do scores, and then they just fall where they fall as far as the rankings are concerned.
Scores and let it.
Yeah, the scores will tell you the top 3.
That's right.
I like that.
Bingo.
So, my lovely wife Chelsea has them all queued up over there, and we're just about ready to get started. But before we do, let's get into what happened this weekend in college football because there was some madness. Absolute madness.
Crazy.
Joey, what happened Friday?
The Buckeyes survived. USC, Jesus Christ. USC really choked that one to the absolute max. I mean, Utah's a good team.
Now, Utah has their number, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's coaching there either.
Yeah. Utah beat them last year twice and this year twice. Mm-hmm. So Utah's a sneaky good team. And Utah's Rose Bowl matchup, that is a fire matchup. It's going to be Utah and Penn State. Ooh. That is a good game. But yeah, Utah's a sneaky good team. Cam Rising is an absolute dude, even though he got obliterated on one of those runs. I mean, he got shell-shocked for one of those. But that Utah team, that Utah defense is just very, very good.
They've been good the last few years.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that can't get over the hump and get an undefeated season. They always drop 2 or 3 games that they should win, and it is what it is. I mean, that's kind of one of the downsides of being a non-major Power 5 school.
You pretty much got to run the table.
Yeah, you got to run the table, and they just seem to not be able to get over the hump of getting over that 11-win hump. I mean, if they can get 11 wins. Obviously, you can still drop a game, but if you lose one game and win the Pac-12, I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to get in. So
my question,
I look at it,
and I think it's on the mind of a lot of Buckeye fans. Where does this leave the Heisman? Because Caleb Williams 2 weeks ago was the odds-on favorite. Now, where's he sitting? Have you taken a look at the odds at all for the Heisman lately?
Yeah, Caleb Williams is like a minus 3,000 to win it. It's
even after that performance.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I said it on Saturday or Sunday, maybe.
Now he did get hurt, so you can't really hold it against him. But.
Yeah, but I don't know. If it feels like this is the worst Heisman, not worst because that's disrespectful, but it's the worst Heisman group that we've had in a very, very long time. Like all of them have just
Manti Te'o bad, like that year.
I don't know. Manti Te'o.
Greggy's got
Man-
clear his throat.
I mean,
You don't even dare say
Manti was a
Te'o bad.
Manti was a dog that year.
If
though.
he would have won, he would have been the only strictly defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, and
Damn,
he was
close.
I mean, like people forget, Manti was a freak of nature at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on. Who won it that year?
Johnny Manziel.
Okay, well, I mean,
A freshman.
that was
God, I hated him for that.
But
Because I was
that-
like, "You're a
I mean-
freshman. You've got time to win it. Get out of here."
yeah. I see what you're saying, but that was I mean, that season
He had one
that-
hell of an electric season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I mean, he was Johnny
that was a
Football.
ridiculous season he had. So can't hate him for that. But yeah, Manti was a dog. This class just sucks.
This class does not do it for me.
If
It's
Hendon
like-
Hooker would have stayed healthy, he would have been the runaway favorite. But with him getting hurt, I mean, I hate the fact that Caleb Williams is going to win it. I don't think he's deserving. If I had a Tommy,
man.
if I had a vote, in my opinion, it may be a hot take or not, but Stetson Bennett, I mean, he's been balling all year. Yeah, I mean, there's been some lackluster games, but I mean, he didn't lose to the same team twice. He hasn't lost a game yet.
the helmet.
So I don't know. Stetson Bennett, in my opinion, would probably be the best one. He's the best player in college football. No, probably not the best player on the team. But I mean, he somehow snuck his way into the finalists. So
You don't like Max Duggan?
no, I mean, you playing the freaking Big 12. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, Baker Mayfield won a Heisman Trophy in the Big 12.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was playing out of his foot. Like he didn't have Oklahoma didn't even have a competitive game till they got in the playoff. Like he was steamrolling teams.
you could make the argument that Max Duggan was the heart and soul of that TCU team
Oh,
this year, though.
for sure.
And they
I
had
feel
what,
bad that they lost.
8
'cause
wins that were like under, like they were
underscore-
single digit wins.
Yeah, single digit wins. They were down in like 10 games at halftime or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was absurd. But I don't know. It's probably going to be Caleb Williams.
CJ Stroud has no chance then, huh?
No, that Michigan game was so bad.
Yeah.
I think
There you go. Buckeye fan.
he was going to win it until
Sorry.
that Michigan game. Now, do
Yeah.
I think CJ Stroud is the best player in college football, offensive player in college football? Could make an argument. I mean, I'm not saying that he is, but you could definitely make an argument. The biggest takeaway from this weekend, I don't know if anybody saw it, is that Marvin Harrison Jr. did not win the Biletnikoff Award, which
Who
is the
did?
best. Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee. At least the
No
fan
kidding.
voting, which I'm pretty sure it's a fan vote award. Yeah, Jalen Hyatt won it from Tennessee, which I don't know what the hell the people are watching, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is by far the best player in wide receiver in college football.
Yeah, he passes the eyeball test for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that
I
dude
mean,
is
you watch him on film and he just explodes off the film.
freak of nature.
Yeah.
Freak of absolute nature. Also, quite possibly one of the ugliest human beings in
So
college football.
then you got, what happened on Saturday with everything just
K-State coming through.
more chaos. K-State upsetting TCU in overtime.
Here we go, Tommy. Throw a flag.
Oh, yeah,
Throw
that's a flag.
Throw
Come
a
on.
flag. Throw a
No
flag.
flag? Wow. No flag.
That's
All right.
This is how the NFL makes no sense. No sense.
But so you had K-State upsetting TCU. You had
Wait. Is this Sty over here talking crap to Joey?
Already? Is it because my fucking legs are crossed?
No.
not a fan voted award. They haven't announced any college football player awards yet, Joey.
He's rolling his eyes at you.
What do you mean? There's a fan vote for the Biletnikoff Award.
Yeah.
Brian
now-
Hartline and Marvin Harrison Jr. were tweeting it out. I bet he didn't vote because he's a fake fan. I voted
Whoa!
hundreds of times.
Called out. Fake fan.
I voted
Fake fan.
hundreds of
Called
times.
out. Uh-oh.
I was very bored, and just kept voting Marvin Harrison Jr.
But then, so with this weekend and everything happening with, USC losing, with TCU losing, Ohio State backs their way into the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody makes the argument, okay, are they a better team than TCU? Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But look at their schedule. Look at the way they lost the last time you saw them on the field. That has a lot to do with what the committee ultimately decided. And that's Ohio State's the 4th best team in the country right now going into the playoffs. Doesn't mean that, if TCU and Ohio State played on a neutral field, Ohio State wouldn't beat them 9 out of 10 times. But it just means that right now, that's the way the committee sees it. TCU is deserving of that number 3 spot.
Yeah.
I think, however, that's just a convenient excuse. I think the committee did not want to have Ohio State and Michigan in that first matchup because they wanted to save it for the second one.
I mean, that's probably pretty accurate, but at the same point, they probably want to set the precedent that like losing in the conference championship for your first loss, like I guess is not
it's got to mean something.
Well, it also screwed TCU a few years ago too.
Yeah.
It's got to mean something.
Yeah.
And Ohio State. I'm looking for the words here. I can't figure out what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. TCU is either from a Buckeyes fan perspective, if you want to win a national title, no matter what, you're gonna have to go through Georgia. So might as well just play them in the first round, get it out of the way. If Michigan beats TCU and Ohio State wins, those ratings are going to be absolutely absurd.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
But if they wanted an Ohio State Michigan matchup, they wanted to see it. Like if they were going to try to, then I would think they would try to match them up in the first round because
I don't.
The odds of Ohio State getting past Georgia are going to be. I don't know. I'm not too high on that game. I'm not looking forward to that game.
Here's my thought process. Anything is possible once you get into that playoffs.
Saw it in 2014.
Exactly. That's the only reason why I think that way. That there's no logical reason why I should think that Ohio State has a chance against Georgia. There really isn't. When you look at the paper, you look at the teams, they don't match up well, except Ohio State's wide receivers match up pretty well against Georgia's defensive backs.
That's what.
That's the matchup that I see on paper that I think they could take advantage of if they don't throw any damn bubble screens.
Yeah, that's what.
Look away from that shit.
I watched the Joel Klatt clip today talking about it.
Stop with the bubble screens.
And he was talking about the teams that give Georgia fits are the teams that can throw the ball and stretch them vertically down the field, like the Alabamas, the LSUs in 2019, the teams that can throw the ball consistently and stretch them vertically and horizontally across the field. And that's exactly what Ohio State does. And it's probably it's the 2 best rosters in college football too. I mean, it's the 2 best rosters. You got the best athletes. And Georgia, I mean, athlete-wise, I mean, obviously I get it. Michigan beat us, but athlete-wise, Georgia's probably the only team that can match up with us athlete to athlete. So, and vice versa. I mean, we're the only team that can match up with Georgia athlete for athlete as well. So
in the top 4.
Yeah, by
because
far.
if you put Bama in the conversation, they could match up with either one of these teams.
Yeah, the thing about Bama is their receivers are not very good. Now their secondary.
You think about when they lost those games though, they were not healthy. Like they didn't have a healthy.
No, but I
Will
mean, Ohio
Anderson?
State wasn't healthy when we played Michigan either. I mean, we didn't have a single starting running back. So
True.
And we played.
And I mean, they haven't really been healthy all year without Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah,
which,
not
by the
playing.
way, good lord,
talk about
bye.
that.
See ya.
Let's talk about that.
No longer a Buckeye.
I mean, can't blame today's day and age. I mean,
Yeah, what would
Dude,
playing?
Joey, are you upset about that? Like, are you emotional? Would you say you're feeling emo? Maybe even a little gothic.
that's why I got an all black today. No, I got my all black on to support Nike. As a Jewish American, I have all Nike on to support Nike's parting ways with Kanye West.
Is that what we're going? Is that what we're going with now?
Yep.
Stand against Ye.
Steyer must be very bored if he's fucking sitting there commenting right now. But
Greg
no,
Lurch, you're gonna have an emo wig on later.
I'm not upset with Jackson sitting out. I mean, it is what it is. Dude's about to go make millions and millions of dollars. Why waste? Not waste it on a college football game, but like there's always that what if factor. And he's been injured all year, dealing with injuries. Well, a injury. So why push yourself now? I mean, it's not like, are you saying the team's gonna be pissed at him? The team knows what he's gonna do. And
no, I don't think the team was ever planning on him coming back.
Exactly. It's just fans being pissed at him.
I think, honestly, about 8 weeks ago, they all kind of came to a consensus of, all right, we know what this is. Like, if there's any chance of him coming back, the earliest they said was the Michigan game. Yeah. They said the earliest.
Yeah.
Now, he's had setbacks since then, multiple setbacks. Well, he's tried to come back twice.
Because he's probably pushing himself, and it's a soft tissue injury, it's a hamstring or whatever it is. So once you start pushing yourself to come back, that you're just going to keep re-injuring it.
That's the only injury I've ever had is a pulled hamstring, and it was like freshman year, and it just never really healed until I had a chance to take like 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't do anything.
Exactly.
And that's when it finally healed. But when I was trying to play through it, and I played through it, but when you try to play through it's like it just hurts every time you try to use that leg.
Yep.
And it's like, well, that's just something he's got to deal with until he has a chance to rest it. And with I'm not a highly conditioned athlete like that. So you're talking about a Ferrari, and
and he's got the film out there too. It's not like he needed film to go to the league. So
when Ferrari busts a timing belt, it takes a while to get it fixed right, and he takes the right mechanics. And right now, I just think he's focusing on himself. He's focusing on his future,
which is what you should do.
And absolutely, I've never faulted a kid for doing that except for Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is the only one I've ever done that with, and that's. Honestly, I just held it against him because I felt like he didn't even try to come back after he was like, all right, I'm good. We're losing this year. I don't need to come back.
But it was also one of those where it's like, okay, you're going to be a top 2 pick in the draft. So
for sure.
It's also kind of like, what are you gonna tell a kid like that? Oh, your brother was a top 3 pick.
I can't hold it against him, but I want to because I'm a Buckeyes fan.
Exactly.
Right. Jackson Smith-Njigba, we never got a chance to see him this year. After that first game, thanks Greggy, thanks Irish for messing him
Those
up.
dirty fucking Irish players.
Jeez. They wouldn't have been fighting with him. Whatever. Fighting Irish.
Whatever.
Glad you guys stopped losing to Marshall and actually won some games, so our win looks better.
But no. Georgia belongs where they are. Michigan, they took care of business against Purdue. I mean, Purdue hung tough for about 2 quarters.
Yep.
I thought that was a pretty decent game. I thought it was a better game than what I thought it was going to be.
Yep.
But, Georgia took care of business. My God, dude.
Yeah, Georgia.
They look so good right now.
Georgia, and I think Steyer said something about it Saturday morning. Oh, they've had a couple lulls, but it's also like if you're Georgia, how
do you get up for Kent State?
Yeah. Kent State, and Steyer brought up a Kentucky game. It's like, they were a top 10 team, but it's fucking Kentucky, and you're the Georgia Bulldogs, and still they found a way to win. But I don't know. Georgia's by far the best team in the country. They've had some down games, but they never slipped, never lost the games. Granted, they haven't covered or haven't blown teams they were supposed to out. Kent State, Kentucky. Games like that, Missouri that had them on the ropes for 3.5 quarters, but still, I mean, they won the games, and when they needed to win the big games, they blew the teams out. I mean, they didn't have any competitive games in the big games, so it almost seems like they play to their level or their competition. So.
Yeah. So the matchups are set. We'll talk about the matchups here in just a little bit. We got that coming up in the next segment. Let's talk about that Brownies win. Big win. Big win.
Needed that one.
Defense coming through. Now, I thought everybody was telling me that Deshaun wasn't going to fix the defense and the special teams when he comes back. Now, what the heck happened? Defense and special teams look pretty damn good.
They stepped up.
I'm just saying.
They stepped up.
There's something to be said about that, okay? Like, everybody wants to just kind of poo-poo that and kind of not really think too much about it, but obviously that Denzel Ward score was easy. But that defense played at a different pace yesterday. It was a different looking defense than I've seen all year.
Yeah.
It was also
now, it's the Houston Texans.
Against the worst team in the league.
We get that. I understand that. But they came to play yesterday for the first time all year. And that's the most engaged I've seen that defense, not just during the game or on the field, but on the sideline as well. You saw there was a lot of energy on that sideline. The atmosphere was great down there, right, Eric? But no, it just, for me, the way I see it, they are sparked by his return. They're sparked by the chance of, hey, we've got a franchise quarterback now. Now, that leads me to a little bit of a rant here because I want to get into it. I want to talk about this. Browns fans need to just kind of chill out for a second, okay?
Yeah.
Just chill. Can we chill? Can we chill for a second? Number one, Jacoby Brissett's not coming back in. I don't care. Any Browns fan that thinks this team is going to make the playoffs or do anything in the playoffs needs to just sit down. Just chill.
Wow, bro.
Well, there's a chance.
The best chance that
you
they
go.
have
There you go, Joey.
is to go like 8-9, 9-8. Maybe they got to run the table
Hold
to
on,
go 10-7.
Let's look at the schedule real quick.
Are they going to beat the Bengals this week?
This is
They
where,
could beat the Ravens.
This is where it gets
at
hairy.
At least 2 more.
This is where it gets a little wild. Okay.
They lose
So
2 more, they're out. 8-9. They're not making it 8-9.
If they're 5-7 right now, okay, we have the Bengals this weekend.
That's a chance for you to level the playing field with the Bengals.
Yes.
Because they are in the hunt. They're in the wild card
Yes.
spot right now with the Ravens leading the division.
Yes.
So
We have the Bengals this week, the Ravens next week.
and that's
Saints,
a chance. You're playing all
back
3
to back.
teams in your division this so far still.
Yes. So we have the Bengals, the Ravens, the Saints, the Commanders, and the Steelers.
That Commanders game's going to be tough.
That Commanders game scares me because I fucking love Taylor Heineke.
That Commanders game's going to be really tough.
Yeah.
They couldn't even beat
That's
the Giants, whatever.
in DC too. And that team could also be fighting for
yeah, but the Giants couldn't beat them either.
the Commanders will also be fighting for a playoff spot too. So it's not like the Commanders of usual. They're fighting for a playoff spot.
They look tough, man. They look hungry.
And then
that defense getting Chase Young back now finally. Oh my God, they're going to be tenacious.
That's not good, but I don't know. There's a chance. I mean, there is I know it sounds crazy as a Browns fan because we say this every year, but we beat the Bengals, we beat the Ravens.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Is Deshaun going to come into form by the time we need him to? Because I mean, what do you have? 55% of his passes yesterday, 130 yards and a pick.
Yeah.
There were multiple times where he was throwing passes. Now, first of all,
He wasn't
played
really-
football.
Stefanski wasn't doing him very many favors
No.
with the play calls.
Run the fucking ball, Nick.
Dude,
Chubb, please.
he shouldn't have thrown any more than 15 passes yesterday.
God for fucking bid.
Gotta get him comfortable. guys.
Get him comfortable with some
handing off the ball.
bootlegs. Get him comfortable with some play action. Run the damn ball.
Hell
like
yeah.
run the ball. Get that kid comfortable handing the ball off to Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
It was just crazy how consistently he was like throwing the ball low. Like it was just not coming out of his hand at the right time. Like
It's because he's seeing pressure for the first time.
And, I mean, he hasn't played football in 700 days,
I think he
too,
can
so.
adjust, man. It's just, when's the last time he had a real defense like coming after him?
When he's throwing against air in practice,
It's
those balls are
difference.
up because there's no pressure.
Exactly.
You get guys in your face, you're trying to throw over top of them. That ball's going to come down when you're trying to get that ball up.
He's just got to find his
It's
sweet
weird.
spot again, man.
I mean, it's one of those things like, but we did see it at times where it's like, okay, holy shit, this is Deshaun Watson. Like, I think it was the first drive on the first third down where he got all that sack. It's like, holy shit, okay.
Yep.
The play before he threw the pick.
Oh, yeah.
The play before he threw the pick, I said, ooh,
We were rolling, man.
damn, he good.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, look at that. Look at that. And
The
then,
flashes
and then
were
I
there.
said,
He threw that
oh,
pick.
look at
But you
that.
could,
Damn it.
the flashes were there, but you
Yeah.
could also see the 700 days without football.
Oh, for sure.
Now-
now, how long do you think it takes him?
It's,
That's hard
I mean,
to
how,
say.
when was,
I think next year. Honestly, I think by the end of this year, you're going to start to see more flashes.
Yep, the
You're going to
flashes.
start to see him put things together. He was already making checks at the line. He was already making adjustments
All right,
and audibles at the line.
That's it. I'm going on a hot take right now. He's
What,
gonna-
you going to go find love on the best dating site?
Yes. Besides
Okay.
that hot take, though. I'm going to say that he outperforms Joe Burrow in Cincinnati
Oh,
against the
see,
Bengals. I'm saying it right
see,
now.
Greg.
I'm saying it right now.
See, Greg, I would agree with that.
Now
but
that's in Cincinnati.
Joe
Speak it
Burrow is the
into
hottest player in
existence.
the NFL right
Yeah,
now.
but you know why I
mean, he
can
is-
give you that? Because Joe Burrow loses to the Browns.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but
Joe
that's
Burrow
in
comes out
Cincinnati.
and just
And
is,
and what
can't
bigger
beat 'em.
flex is there to come out and everybody's like, man, you
I-
were bad last week,
I
and then
agree
come
with
out
that.
and flex on Joe Burrow and the
Joe
Bengals.
Burrow does not play against the Browns well, but Joe Burrow is the hottest player in the NFL right now. That dude is on
You don't
fire
think
right now.
every Browns fan out there doesn't think Joe Burrow doesn't know that he can't beat the Browns. Like
Yeah.
that's got to be in his head to the point where he just wants to just obliterate this team.
But yeah,
you
the
know,
only
like
thing
he
is
don't
they
wanna
have the
beat 'em.
receivers to
And one
do
of
it.
these times it's gonna happen.
It's
He
gonna
is
happen.
just gonna
They're gonna just go
beat
off 42 to
them
10 or
down.
something. You
No,
know,
no,
like
no, no, no,
it's
no,
gonna
no, no, no,
piss
no,
me
no.
off.
But it's not gonna
Don't
be
even
this week.
start.
I'm just.
I hope. God,
I hope not.
God,
But
I
I'm
hope.
just saying, the quicker this team is knocked out of playoff contention, the better, because you need to stop with the expectations. Is all I'm saying. With Deshaun Watson especially, stop expecting him to be 350 yards, 4 touchdowns guy because you paid $230 million for him. That's got to go.
Yeah.
The expectation of him being great because you paid a lot of money for him, it doesn't matter how much money you paid for a guy. Like, it really doesn't. Like, I'm just saying, you could pay $300 million for the $230 million for Russ Wilson. Look, he's got more bathrooms in his house than touchdown passes.
Yeah,
like,
he
it
looks like
doesn't
shit.
matter how much you pay for a guy. I'm just saying, the Browns fans out there have unrealistic expectations from like the first game. People are already saying, "Well, put Jacoby Brissett back in." How
that's
long
wild.
How long you think before they put Jacoby in? Are you kidding? They're not going to put Jacoby Brissett back in. They're not.
Yeah, but they did for a play, man.
That was a beautiful play
Nate's
design,
like,
by
shut
the way.
up,
That
guy.
but
That was
yeah,
dope.
if
That was dope play.
Didn't he option out of that
Yeah,
and hand the ball off?
Yeah, it was totally
Yeah.
like a bait play. They were like, "Hey, he's gonna run it." He's like, "No, I'm not."
but no, I think Deshaun Watson's gonna be fine. I'm sure we'll still see a couple lulls throughout the season, but I mean, what else do you expect? But I don't know. I think obviously it's gonna get cleaned up every week by a little bit. By a little bit, please get fucking tackled. But yeah, every week it's gonna get a little bit cleaner, a little bit cleaner, a little bit cleaner. And to your point, the defense and special teams are gonna keep playing hard because they know they have a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a legitimate chance the Browns can win the
Any
AFC
game.
North.
Any game. Like, they have legitimate chances they can win any game now because of the threat that you have at the quarterback position. Now, you're not going to see it right away. I think over these next 2 games, you're going to see him start to put things together. By game 3 against these Saints, by game 4, I'm sorry, against these Saints, that's when you're really going to see him start to take off. Number one, he's familiar with the Saints. He's balled out against them before.
AFC South team.
So, but it's a team, I think right now, NFC South, right?
Yeah,
They're
Saints
in
are
the
NFC. What am I saying?
But it's a team right now, this Browns team, that for whatever reason, they've seemed to have flipped the switch. It went from being, they were a decent offensive team, averaging 25 points a game.
Yeah, I mean, they're a top 7 offensive team in the league.
To now, all of a sudden, you scored 6 points with your offense yesterday, and your defense and special teams got you 21.
Isn't that kind of how they went last year?
What did they win by?
It was 27.
We kicked 2 field goals. We
Yeah.
kicked 2 field goals. Sorry, I thought we only kicked the 1.
But your offense moved you into field goal position twice and into scoring position once when you threw the interception. But there's only 3 drives where they were moved into scoring position. So it seems to have flipped a switch, and the defense is answering the call for now. My question is, how long does this last with this defense?
Yeah, I don't fucking know because Joe Woods is a goddamn terrible coordinator and still needs fucking fired. But this Texans game might have just unfortunately saved his job for another season. But
he's going to have to put together more than just the Texans game in order to save his job, I think. But this is what they did last year. They turned it around the second half of the season last year and ended up being a top 5 defense the second half of the season, if I remember right, didn't they?
yeah, it was stupid what they did.
Yeah.
Could have got rid of Joe Woods last year, but we didn't.
Nope, because the defense turned it around and saved his job last season, and I mean
They're gonna fuck around and do it again this year.
You know who didn't save his job? Baker Mayfield.
No.
Bye-bye, Baker.
Snippy.
Fake show.
Bye-bye.
No.
Although he's probably gonna go to San
Not
Francisco.
Baker.
He's probably gonna go to San Francisco and then play in a Super Bowl this year. So
Oh, is that where you think he goes? So let's talk
Yeah.
about these injuries, man. Like what Stafford, Jimmy G.
that was a gross. Have you seen the video of Jimmy G breaking his foot?
It like rolled out.
Gross.
Like, yeah, it was a bad rolling.
Gross. You see it literally snap and it looks like an ankle. Ugh.
Now
Nasty.
they're saying Lamar is week to week, but that's John Harbaugh speak.
Yeah.
Last time he was week to week, he missed 4 games.
Yeah.
So
I think
speaking
that
of just like last season, I think they said he was week to week last year, and he ended up being out the rest of the season. And they
maybe he
didn't win
just has
another
to
game.
poop.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the thing is last year I don't think they were in playoff contention the way they were this year.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I think
now,
they dropped a couple early in the season where they were kind of like in the hunt, like it was unsure. So it's like why throw Lamar out there to get a wild card game to get knocked out and possibly injure our franchise quarterback. So I don't know.
What does that mean for his contract?
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're Lamar, you want to get back out there and play. If the Ravens,
you don't want him to because you want that price to go down a little bit.
Yeah, which I don't know. I think Lamar will probably be fine. Of course, he'll probably miss this week and then come right back for the Browns game because that's Browns fans' luck, and he'll probably run for 250 yards and throw
he
for
might come back out after
throw for
halftime.
$190 or something. I don't know. It'll be stupid what he does to us.
So then Tua got hurt yesterday too, didn't he? A little bit.
Yeah.
He went out.
What'd he do? He hurt something.
Like an ankle sprain or something?
Ankle?
Kind of sprain,
Yeah,
knee
I don't know.
sprain or
Nick
something?
Bosa
I think
was
it a
fucking
sprain.
him up all night
Yeah,
long.
his ankle again.
So all these teams are in playoff contention, except for obviously the Rams are not in playoff contention. But
Which is probably why
about-
they shut down Matt.
talk about the 49ers, the Ravens, the Dolphins. Like, what are these teams going to do? Obviously, the Ravens have Tyler Huntley. He'll step right in. He'll be that same kind of guy.
Who's not bad.
But what do
Yeah, but he didn't win a game for them last year.
Yeah.
what does the 49ers do? Oh, Olave.
right off the face. Yep, hate to see that.
Ouch.
Hate to see that.
So what do the 49ers do? You think they stay put with Mr. Irrelevant and Josh Johnson? Or you
Brock
think they
Purdy?
take a swing on Baker Mayfield?
I think they'll probably sign Baker, but Brock Purdy
He fits that system pretty well.
Yeah, I mean it's the thing is like
And you're only going to make him throw 15 passes a game.
exactly that's Shanahan's offense. They're gonna run the shit out of CMC.
Trevor Lawrence got injured too, didn't he?
Yeah, but he came back. Looked like he literally snapped his leg in half.
That looked really bad, yeah. And I thought I saw it. They said it wasn't a very bad injury though, or something.
Yeah,
It's just
painkillers
crazy.
are a wonderful thing. But yeah, that's the 40 back to Niners and Baker. Like they're not going to ask Baker to throw the ball 25, 35 times a game.
Yeah.
It's going to be maximum 20, 22 throws a game. Christian McCaffrey is going to run the ball probably 25, 30 times a game and probably average 190 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Now, this could be a resurrection for his career. Baker were to go there and put together a solid campaign.
Yeah,
Say,
I mean-
for the rest of from here until whenever they're done, he puts together, 70, 75% completion percentage, very little turnovers,
probably
taking care of the ball,
be a
being a
manager.
game
A
manager.
3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
He could play himself back into a chance at a starting gig somewhere.
What if McCaffrey was like, "Hey man, I just got away from that guy. Don't bring him here."
Well, McCaffrey was hurt most of the time Baker was playing.
Yeah.
Sure he was.
He really
Sure
was.
Sure he was. He was just,
But
he just didn't
that's
want to play with Baker.
That's the thing about the Niners. Whichever quarterback is going to play there throughout their playoff run is going to have a career year and
Yeah.
get himself an NFL
Yeah.
pension
Yeah.
just because they're
Look
going to
at
go
Jimmy
to a
G.
Super Bowl. That defense and that run game is just too freaking good, and that's how you win in the NFL, make deep playoff runs. You play a very good defense, which they have the best defense I've seen in a very long time in the NFL, and they have an elite run game. I mean, with Christian McCaffrey, who's one of the most versatile and best backs in the league, like, stupid what they can do.
Now,
Absolutely stupid.
if this doesn't work for him, is he done?
Oh,
is that-
yeah, for sure.
And now, do you think he's that kind of guy that would accept a backup role, or do you think he's not? If he doesn't have a chance to challenge for a starting job, do you think he'll just pull Tim Tebow and say, I'm done?
That's a great question.
I think he will.
Because I
can
think
go into
that dude has a future
Oh, yeah.
in acting and analyst.
Yeah.
Like he is a future college analyst.
Yeah.
That dude is made for college game day.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
so-
sure.
Put him and Pat McAfee together on game day. That's
that'd be sick.
gold.
I'm not a big Baker guy, but that would be fucking sweet.
I'm just saying,
on college game day.
he's made for TV.
Yeah.
He's just not with a helmet on.
I don't know. He'll probably
I'm just saying.
he'll probably sign a
Oh,
1-year
Baker,
minimum
oh.
deal with the Niners this year, play out the season, and then probably sign with
The XFL.
like I don't even know.
The
probably like
Broncos
the
will pick him up.
Texans,
the St. Louis
the
Battlehawks.
the Saints.
The Broncos would be like, we
I
need
don't know.
you.
He could go.
There's gonna be
He'll
a
probably go to a
mutiny.
shitty team, probably the Colts.
Do you think
I
there'll be
mean-
a starting spot for him next year?
I mean, if he goes,
here's the thing:
if he makes a deep playoff run, like an NFC Championship game with the Niners, he'll sign somewhere.
He's one of those guys that he's not good enough to know he's bad. You know what I mean? He's not smart enough to know that he's bad.
Ignorance is a bliss.
So that's a bad thing for some teams, because when a team wants a bad quarterback, they don't really necessarily want them to go out there and try to win games sometimes. They want a guy like Davis Mills to go out there and lose 9 games because they're trying to get a top pick.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't think Baker's bad. I think he's
that's what I'm saying.
Slightly above average quarterback.
He's an above average quarterback. He's not smart enough to be a bad quarterback. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
he's never going to stop trying.
Exactly.
But there is also times where Baker can drop back, and we've seen as Brown fans, he can drop back there 45, 50 times a game.
As long as that's his first read.
And throw, or just start chucking it. But there's times where he can go, 31 of 45 for 3 bills and 4 touchdowns and no picks and blow a team out of the water. There are times Baker can do that. I mean, we've seen it as Brown. Not only the Bengals. I mean, he did it a couple of times in Cleveland. He can come back, turn around a season, get you in the playoffs, and then win a playoff game on the road. They damn near beat the Chiefs that year too with Baker.
Yeah,
they were
true.
Literally
they
a
really
third.
did.
They were a 4th down stop away from beating the Chiefs that year.
I will say he didn't play much of a part in the Steelers win, but he played a lot more of a part in that Kansas City game.
That Kansas City game, he kept us in that game.
He was the only reason we were in that game.
He was making plays left and right and almost took us to an AFC Championship game.
They shut down Chubb in that game.
Yeah.
If you remember, Chris Jones, that defensive line, they shut down Nick Chubb in that game to where they
forced Baker to beat them.
Yeah, they made Baker
and
beat them.
Damn near did it.
Man, I tell you, like I said, Nate, I told you, I'd be like stoked if the 49ers signed him because they're my second favorite team, and I never wished anything bad for Baker, so it'd be cool to see him succeed with another team that I like.
No, you wished everything bad on Baker.
I never wished
You used to
anything
call him
bad.
phone books all the time. I heard you.
Yeah, okay, because I'm Tommy. every batted pass.
No ill will towards Baker.
Honestly, I didn't have any real ill will towards him, and I still don't really. I just don't like some of his cockiness since he left.
I'll be honest, I didn't
like the whole.
I want.
That's not my team. I just used to play there. You remember that? Did you see that comment recently?
Yeah, it's just.
It's like I wanted him to be good.
But that's also the same reason why Cleveland loved him too, is because of that attitude.
Yeah.
So
like I wanted him to be good for him, but I didn't want him to be great so that everybody could be like, "See, he was awesome when he left. You guys let him go. You guys are so stupid."
So prime time.
Power 5 now.
Coach Prime.
Coach Prime.
In the Power 5. Now, Colorado's what, Pac-12 now?
Pac-12.
Pac-12. Isn't that weird? They used to be in the Big 12, now they're Pac-12. That's weird.
And they used to be really, really good.
Used to. Yeah, Cordell Stewart days.
Yeah, they used to be a elite program in the United States.
For sure. For sure.
They used to have it.
Rashaan Salam.
Yeah, there used to be some dogs out there. And with all those guys they put in the league, and obviously it's a gigantic university, so they have, I'm sure, very successful alumni and stuff like that are willing to back up the Brinks truck, make some NIL deals happen.
Yeah.
Let Deion recruit the way Deion wants to recruit. Let him get the staff he wants.
Oh, the portal.
He's going to kill it in the portal.
Dude, the portal is so loaded
over
right
1,000
now.
kids enter today. He is about to feast. Every school in the country
ridiculous.
should be absolutely terrified of what Deion can do now. I mean,
they should be an
don't get me wrong,
instant.
he's not going to win the Pac-12
9-win
next
team.
year.
No, they should be an instant 9-win team though.
Dude,
With Shedeur?
they're fucking bad.
With Shedeur and the talent that you expect him to bring in,
yeah,
I would say they should be an instant 9-win team.
I mean, I don't know what their schedule looks like next year, but the thing is, like, Colorado's so bad that they play they're on like that max schedule where they go to like SEC schools the first couple weeks and get money. So that could be a little iffy.
Now, do you think he's the real deal? Do you think he's like the real deal kind of coach, or do you think he's just all glitz and glamour?
Oh no, he's fucking legit. Jackson State was one of the worst FCS schools in the country, let alone HBCUs. One of the worst FCS schools in the country, and since being there, he's 25-2.
Yeah, it's nuts what he's done there.
Yeah. And he got the #1 recruit in the country last year.
I like that.
Yeah, he is.
I think he's
legit.
a real deal. I think he's legit too. I
He
just
is
think
legit.
there's a lot of people out there right now that are asking that question, and another question is being asked is like, is this his move before the next move? Because obviously Colorado's not his end game. That's not his final destination. I don't think that's where he ends up. Now, where do you think he ends up? Do you think he ends up at an SEC school? Do you think he ends up at a Florida State? Or do you think he maybe is positioning himself to maybe take a pro job?
No, he's already came out. Definitely not the pros. He's came out and said he doesn't want to coach in the pros.
Really?
Yeah, he did an interview with Grant Messinger, I think is the guy's name. And he said he doesn't want to coach in the pros because just the attitude the guys have because they've already made it there and stuff.
Well, yeah.
So he has no interest in coaching the pros. And I don't think Deion fits in the pros either way because he is if you go back to last year, Barstool did because he's a Barstool guy. He's employed by him. They did a documentary on him at Jackson State, and he is a hands-on, intense coach. Like,
I watched a little bit of that. Yeah.
He is not an NFL coach by any means. Now, do I think this is not a stepping stone, but could Colorado be the end game? Maybe. But could it also be a stepping stone? Probably. Because I'm sure he wants to go to an SEC school or his alma mater, Florida State.
I think that would be the ultimate play for him is going to Florida State.
I mean, Florida State makes the most sense.
And they need him. They need him probably more than he needs them. You know what I mean?
I mean, they didn't suck this year. They're starting to get it figured out. But, I mean, it's vice versa what I just said. Deion getting Travis Hunter. Like, Florida State is in the running for every top recruit every year. They just can't close the deal.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens.
Greggy, did you have that picture of Jason Kelsey over the weekend? Did you happen to see this?
Oh, bro, this was awesome.
Give me
Dude.
1 second here.
Jason Kelsey is...
Now, this
Best
dude
of
is a legend. What is the deal? Like, is December dress up for dudes month? Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of guys dressing up in costumes this month.
I think, what's his name? Jason Kelsey just does it every week.
That's cool.
He just dresses up every single week.
Because he's a G.
Yeah. Have you listened to his podcast with his brother?
Oh, I've listened to highlights of it, but not the whole podcast.
It is awesome.
Yeah?
It is one of my favorite podcasts.
They're football royalty.
Yeah. Well, they just had Jalen Hurts on 1 week, and then 3 weeks later they had Patrick Mahomes on it. So, granted, you're in the NFL, so it's not difficult to get guests.
Who wore it better?
Oh, Jason Kelsey for sure.
You're not giving Doug Whitmore no credit, huh?
No, 50 First Dates is a great movie, though.
Oh, yeah.
Man, look at those glutes.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey for sure.
He's
He's got the bigger necklace, so that automatically lets you win.
even got down. I mean, is that a?
God damn, Jason
name,
Kelsey
Maui?
is... Whoa,
that
look at
Maui
those
hook?
biceps.
Dude, it's like 2 a T.
He's skipping leg day, though.
It's like 2 a T, dude. Look at that.
Yeah,
outfit.
chicken legs.
I think that's just a bad.
yeah,
I'm
it's-
sure if
it's
you get a front facing video, those thighs are fucking gigantic.
Oh, I know the thighs are, but them ankles are like, woo.
Yeah, well, that's good to have skinny ankles. That means you're athletic. Did you ever hear the story about
Yeah, I got skinny ankles.
Hugh Freeze?
No.
Whenever he meets a recruit, he has to see their ankles because if no matter what position they play, if your ankles are skinny, you're more athletic because you have more flexibility and.
Abide?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Hugh Freeze, man,
Hugh Freeze.
big time hire by Auburn. Obviously has a troubled past, but that is a very big time hire for Auburn.
So let's get into these Pop-Tarts. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's get into it.
I'm here for it.
We got a few other things we could talk about afterwards, but for now, I think this is one of the things that I've been kind of anticipating here. So 15 different flavors of Pop-Tarts. What we're going to do is we're going to be blindfolded. We're going to sample them, and then we're going to guess what it is right out loud, right? Like right away. Or we're going to wait until we've all sampled them and then guess.
Are we giving out ratings while we try them though?
I think we should wait until everyone has tried it. Then we all give our ratings, or we all give our guesses and ratings.
guesses and ratings at the same time.
Yeah.
Chelsea's gonna be writing them down, right? So we can just have them.
Is there a pen so I can write them down so I don't forget? Oh no!
Oh, pick
Tom!
Tommy.
Tom!
He's giving out gifts. He doesn't play well against the
Is
Saints.
there a pen anywhere so I can write down
Or
in
just
order?
breaking them. And
There's
So I don't
pens everywhere.
forget.
Do you want me to step aside for a minute while you do anything, or are we pretty much ready to?
I think we're pretty much ready.
Okay.
Crinkling and crackling. It's all good. We're gonna have
We're gonna blindfold, right?
I need
We're
the
gonna
pen
grab
so I don't
blindfolds?
forget.
Or just close your eyes.
I'm sure if you just turn it upside down, so it's just the.
well, no,
Bottom
we're
side
supposed
with
to be blindfolded for this segment. I thought
Put your hats over your faces. I'll put my hood up.
because I thought I have some blindfolds somewhere, but
Yeah, it'll work for me. Right. There, I'm blindfolded, Nate.
Now everybody can see the delicious Pop Tarts that we're trying here.
You got the picture of the Pop Tarts up, Greg?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's behind us. Whoa.
Oh.
Some of these flavors are just disrespectful to Pop Tarts.
Disrespectful to Pop Tarts.
Craig. Oh.
What?
Oh, Andy Dalton, why are you playing football today, dude?
System that he's not gonna look.
That's all right.
Wait, what's the problem?
Ashley's
Oh.
going to hand them to us.
Well, we don't have to stay on this. I was just getting everybody a look. We can go to this camera. Ta-da!
Dun, dun, dun,
Da-na-na,
dun.
da-na-na. Nick, can we just wrap shirts around our head?
Yeah.
And we should have went to break.
No breaks. We never go to break.
Yeah, we don't need no break.
Dun, dun.
Just gonna sit here.
Don't worry. If you would like a Who's shirt, they are available. $29.99, 4 installments of $29.99 plus shipping and handling.
If you act now.
actually, our Black Friday deal is going on right now. It's actually 3 installments.
3 installments. Oh, my head's too big. What's new?
If you act now.
Don't you have a blindfold, Nate?
I had multiple ones. I took them upstairs to get washed, and I never brought them back down. So that's kind of how it works sometimes.
That's how the cookie crumbles. Oh, this is perfect.
There we go. That works. Gotta hold it in place. There we go.
All right. Well, good thing I can't see the football game, right?
Let's look at. Oh, you guys can't look.
Smooth move, Greg.
said,
I
"Look at
don't
the
even know if the mic's in for yet.
Okay, I
I'll
got
have
the
to,
mic.
like-
We're good.
I'll have to keep the.
My mic keeps running away from me. I'm gonna have to hold it.
Whoa.
I feel like I look stupid right now.
Tommy said that. He said, "Ooh, Pop Tarts, the snack solely made for bad parents to keep CPS off their back." That's messed up.
No.
That's messed
What is
up.
your guys' favorite Pop Tart flavor?
Honestly,
Brown sugar and cinnamon.
Ooh.
I like
Greg,
that one.
shut up.
One of my favorite new ones is that Eggo one that we're gonna try tonight. I can't wait for you guys to try that.
I don't
one.
understand how that's a Pop Tart flavor.
I
How is
don't
a
know.
waffle?
I don't know. I said the same
Pop-
thing and it's fantastic.
Does Eggo
Sure.
own Pop Tart?
All right, we're going.
Greg,
number
what's
one.
your favorite Pop Tart?
There's a lot of good flavors of Pop Tart. It'd probably be easier to name ones I don't
So it's
like.
not brown sugar cinnamon.
I do
so
not
I'm
like brown
immediately
sugar.
upset.
I would close my eyes. Okay.
I know what that is immediately.
I think I do.
Oh yeah.
That's easy.
Oh yeah.
Should we say it?
Oh yeah, we're good. Can we go ahead and say that one? That's strawberry.
Yeah.
1000% that's strawberry. I've had many of these. That's actually
for sure.
quite delicious right now.
That's very good.
I won't give them two quick fast. I'm gonna have to unwrap some of the other ones.
We rating that?
Yeah, I would say strawberry is probably pretty high on my scale. I'd give that like a 8.1.
Yeah, strawberries high 8s, low 9s, 8.8.
I gotta go with it. Just an 8.
Oh, round numbers.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna
just
say
an 8.
An 8 also.
Don't watch enough one
All
bite.
right, so what do we got here?
I got a lot of crust on that one, so I can't tell.
I think I might have it.
I think I got that one at the end. Should we say it? What do you think it was, Eric?
I think maybe that was blueberry.
That's what I thought.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, blueberry.
Was that right, Chelsea?
I'm thinking cherry.
We can't.
What?
He's
We'll
thinking
say
cherry.
at the end.
Yep, we'll say at the
We'll
end.
say
what they
whether
were.
we were right or wrong at the
Are
end.
we keeping a list of what we thought they were?
Everybody keeping a list?
I'm not. I'm just.
Chelsea, are you keeping a
I'm
list
just
of what we
rolling
think
with it
they
right
are?
now.
Okay.
She's
sick.
writing. She's writing down what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a lot of writing.
Okay, first was brown.
That's all right.
sugar.
We have a video recording of it, so.
That is true.
Man, Pop-Tarts are really dry.
Yeah.
And the flavors aren't sticking out the way that I thought they were without
No,
looking
not
at
at
them.
all.
Without looking at them, it's hard
The
to tell,
berries
man.
just kind of go all together. It's like, yep, that's a berry.
Corner piece, huh?
Try to smell it. Oh,
Oh, that's
Oh.
interesting.
smelling helped.
That was
This one's
that's easy. That's so easy.
I knew before I even tasted it from the smell.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
think.
That is
Yeah.
definitely the chocolate fudge, right?
yeah,
That is like overpowering with chocolate.
yeah.
I don't know if I can eat this. That one's gonna mess up my palate.
Yeah, that's
And I just dropped some
chocolate
on me.
fudge.
Chocolate fudge is so good.
I feel like I need a palate cleanser.
Joey, I think-
Chocolate fudge.
I think
I have
we
it
all-
all over my fucking hands now.
Ew.
I think we're 3 for 3 now. Those were lollipops.
I was almost went s'more until you said that.
Ooh.
No, the s'mores is flat on top. That had crunchies on top.
Crunchies on top.
One, as soon as you said it was that one, I could definitely tell.
My mouth is covered in chocolate right now.
Yeah.
See, crunchies on top. Oh my god, what is this? What type of bullshit flavor is this? That is terrible.
See, now I'm tasting blueberry. That doesn't
Oh,
taste like
no.
blueberry?
No.
No, that's grape.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's grape.
Okay, yeah.
That is
Wait.
atrocious.
That's awful.
Oh my god.
I kind of
not
like
a
Oh
it.
my
that.
god, if you like grape Pop Tarts, you are a
I
psychopath.
kind of like it.
That is disgusting.
That's some good stuff.
I kind of like it.
I'm not a fan.
Point proven, Greg.
Do you like grape jelly?
Yeah.
No. No, I'm a strawberry
Sorry.
guy.
I prefer strawberry, but I like grape.
That did not taste anything like grape jelly.
Oh yeah.
I like that. But I'm going with grape.
I'm gonna say grape too.
That was not good.
I think we're all pretty
Yeah,
much
well, I
just
think we're all
going
on
with
grape.
each other, and it's gonna make it a lot easier at the end to know if we're right or wrong.
All answers are influenced by
They are
one another.
because I can't look at the Pop-Tart, and once you say something, I'm like, oh yeah, now I taste it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Water.
I could use some.
Yeah.
I'll let you try this one, and I'll give you some water. And then
Okay, flat top here.
I already know.
I already know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
wait a
I
minute,
know what
wait,
this
wait,
one
wait,
is.
wait, wait,
Banger.
Wait.
he has it all over his face.
Hell yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yep,
there.
that's s'mores right there. I had to taste
That's
that.
good,
I
man.
taste that
That's my
marshmallow.
favorite right there.
That was good.
Boy.
That makes grape look so terrible. Oh my god, that is good.
Oh man, that's good.
That is elite.
Oh. Okay, question. Cold or toasted?
Doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter.
I'm
Smash
a
'em all.
cold Pop Tart.
See, now Zach was like, "You need to bring a toaster down to do the Pop Tarts justice." I'm like,
That would
I
have
really don't really care about whether they're toasted or not.
You're not even here, Zach.
No, I feel
What do I
like
care about your warm Pop-Tarts? You're not even here.
I really don't remember the last time I heated up a Pop-Tart.
I
feel like
will
that's for-
say-
It takes too long, man.
like they come in a package.
Grab
You
and
take
go.
them out, you eat them.
Here's
Zach-
another question.
Zach's like, my mommy just heated me up something last week. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Here's my next question. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart?
It's so
I have not.
freaking good.
I'm telling you what right now.
Butter makes so many things
Toast
good,
it, but
though.
don't toast it for very long. Just long enough to get it warm so it melts the butter. And then just take a little sliver of butter and just on the back of the... Oh, I'm telling you.
Hey, did you learn this from Family Guy, right? Tell me.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Greggy, pull that.
Have you ever put butter on
Yeah.
a Pop-Tart?
What
If you
in
haven't,
the
then I
world?
think
Pull
you
that,
should.
pull that Family Guy clip up. It's fantastic.
Have you ever
That's-
put
I don't know why I
butter
didn't
on a
think about it
Pop-Tart?
for this
It's
segment because
so
it's perfect.
good.
I don't know where you are.
Yes, perfect.
Water.
Thank you. That is terrifying. How full is this?
Enough that you can cleanse the palate later.
Oh, I swear if there's vodka in here.
I swear if there's vodka in there.
Can
You guys fuck with each other too much on the Over Under
Dude.
podcast.
You throw that away.
He's scared
I'm
right now.
scarred.
I don't want to see what it... I don't want to see what it... Oh, I got water?
Right now you do.
Oh, thank you.
It really wasn't. Oh, dude. Last week we had to take a shot of Sambuca. Have you ever had Sambuca before?
No, what the hell is that?
Black licorice flavored
Nope. Out.
liquor, but it's
Out.
clear.
Out.
It is the single-handedly most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. And then the chaser was a chocolate wine.
Get out of here.
Yeah, my stomach hurt the rest of the night.
There we go.
I'm gonna set this down.
I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I was itching to fill up my belly with the piping hot jelly of the best.
Have you
damn
ever
food
heard
in
this,
the
Greg?
world.
No, I have not.
Talking Pop-Tarts. And I saw sugar butter and it almost made me shudder and scream like a baby girl. I don't want a giant penis or a rocket trip to Venus. I don't want to win the lottery. I just want to squat and gobble till I'm dizzy and I wobble in a butterfruit and Joe's hot dream. So I put butter on a Pop-Tart. It was so friggin' good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. Everybody, come along.
Oh, my Lord.
Have you ever put butter on a
It's so good.
So Nate, you're telling me you've actually done this?
Yes, and I'm telling you, it is so good.
So the song doesn't.
Especially the brown sugar cinnamon
So
ones.
the song doesn't lie. It is so freaking
no,
good.
no lie.
No,
no
I
lie.
could totally see that because that'd be
Ooh,
like
flat
eating
top.
oatmeal.
It's got
and
crunchies on it,
Butter's
though.
so good in
Wait,
oatmeal.
I feel
yeah, you're
crunchies.
right. I was.
I
That
feel
was the wrong
crunchies.
side of it.
This one has a
Ooh.
weird...
Whoa.
Weird smell.
Hey,
What
yo.
the fuck is that? What?
What is this?
Oh. Ah. I'm not sure about this one.
I don't know if I tasted anything in this one.
It's got some kind of chocolate.
Yeah, but it's not very good.
It's not.
This is ice cream sundae.
What? There
Is
no ice
it
cream
or is it
sundae.
cookies and cream?
There isn't no ice cream sundae?
No.
I think it's cookies and cream.
I thought there was an ice cream sundae flavored one.
There is an ice cream sundae flavor.
It's like, it tastes like chocolate Teddy Grahams.
Wait,
We don't have an ice cream sundae flavor.
Well, then this is like a cookies and cream,
This is
maybe?
cookies
Cookies and cream. Okay, yeah.
This
that was
is cookies and cream.
Yeah, because I taste like an icing and like a chocolate.
The chocolate I tasted, that's like a chocolate Pop-Tart. Like
I don't
the
know if I
Pop-Tart's
like that
brown.
one. I felt like I would like cookies and cream, but I don't know if I like that.
It messed me up because
Yeah, because there's the Oreo. Yep, you're right. Maybe.
I just wanted to be clear, nothing has came close to s'mores.
no, that was the best so far.
I mean, nothing will come close to s'mores.
Yes, that was cookies
Is
and
that
cream.
cookies
though.
and cream?
Yep.
That was cookies and cream.
It's gotta
for
be.
sure.
It tastes like like I said, it tastes like chocolate Teddy Grahams. So it's definitely like a chocolate
you
cookie
throw
flavor.
something on the top
not
of this.
Doing
I
anything
can't.
for me.
I have like a flat spot, but I can't tell if the crunchy's the edge.
How dare you take my
Oh, that's got some crunchies on it.
Crunchies are
That's
on.
that's
Save them,
raspberry.
Chelsea.
Greggy yelled it.
Chelsea said, take my
Yep.
crust.
That's raspberry, and that is good.
I can't lie. The raspberry, that's pretty good. That is actually quite good.
I never see raspberry either. I had somebody. I had Bart Fisher get that for me. At Meyer in Finley.
That is wild.
That is
good.
really good.
Holy shit! I could eat that.
We haven't given scores since like the first one.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that, but
Raspberry's up there though.
But if I had to score this one, it's probably like an 8.7. This is
pretty-
pretty high.
That's above s'mores.
No, s'mores is like a 9.3.
I was gonna
Oh
give
wait, you said. I
9.5.
think that is. What I give strawberry an 8.
Strawberry was an 8.1 for me.
S'mores just had so much flavor. A lot of these you can't even tell. You got to kind of search for the flavor. S'mores.
That is right behind strawberry. I
Man.
mean, that isn't. If
Yeah.
I had strawberry at 8.8,
No, I think that's
an-
better than
That's all.
strawberry.
That's
That's
better than
8.7.
strawberry. Strawberry,
Yeah.
I didn't think had a lot of flavor.
Wait, you're saying that this raspberry is better than strawberry?
Yeah,
I
Agree.
thought so.
Agree.
I would say
Agree.
so.
I
My
thought so.
favorite flavor of White Claw is raspberry.
Man, that was good.
All I know is these things are really dry. Am I near the cup?
Oh,
Am I near the cup?
Sure.
No, here.
Something on it.
I don't know if this is crunchies.
Oh, this is gonna be one of them fritter ones, like apple.
Oh, is this the apple
Is it
fritter?
apple?
Or is this snickerdoodle?
Or snickerdoodle?
Apple fritter.
Let me check.
I don't taste any apple
Wait.
yet.
That's not apple fritter. Wait.
I think that's snickerdoodle. Wait.
This is the first one I don't think I know.
I think that's snickerdoodle.
I just got a hint. I think that's apple fritter. I'm going with
That's the
fritter.
apple fritter. Yeah, I taste the apple in
I
there.
think there's an attempt at apple in there.
Yep.
Go with it.
Not,
Yep,
not,
that's an apple fritter.
It's very
not a
faint.
huge fan.
Yep.
Very close.
I can-
I thought I was
you
going to really like
convinced
that
me
one.
into that.
I think that's like I would give that like a 6, and I'm not an apple fan. That's pretty all right.
It was all right.
I feel like it needed an icing on top. Like,
was
you
almost-
can't just give me that.
It's
That was
it's
almost
pretty
like
all
a-
right.
Don't give
That
me
was
that
like a
Michelle Obama health shit without the icing on top. Give me the icing.
It was very close
Come on,
to your
we're eating fucking
guys'
Pop-Tarts. Give me the icing.
your guys'
We don't
cinnamon
need
and brown
Pop-Tarts if
sugar
they don't
one.
got icing on them.
It's very close to the cinnamon and
Apple
brown
fritter.
sugar one.
Oh, rating?
Are we giving ratings still? Yeah, we
6.2.
Yeah, that's
pretty
pretty
average.
low.
lower, but it surprised me. I didn't think I was gonna like that one.
If I got it for free, I wouldn't be upset.
It's
How
not
about
the
we go
worst
off
one.
that?
You guys are covered in
Oh, we got flat. Are we going?
Wait, is this flat? No, that's edge. That's crunchy. I think you're right. I think she's flat.
Smells chocolatey almost.
Is this flat or is this crunchy?
This is flat.
It's flat.
That's flat. This is your Boston cream pie.
It feels like it's
Oh
flat
my
with
God.
something on it.
This is
Ooh.
terrible.
Oh,
This one's fucking bad.
I could smell it.
it definitely smells like a Boston cream pie.
I do not like this.
Oh, there's no flavor.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't taste like anything.
That is gross. I can only taste that stupid cream in the middle. Why is a goddamn donut a Pop-Tart flavor? If I want a Boston cream, I'll get a goddamn donut.
I don't even taste the Boston cream in it though.
Oh. D-O...
Like you can taste chocolate and donut,
Donut. I don't know. That's why there's spell check.
DONUT.
and a hint of the cream in there.
Oh, that is not good.
Yeah,
The
it was,
custard, is that what it is? Custard. in the
Custard,
middle?
yeah.
it was definitely Boston cream.
I don't know where my
It
water
wasn't that
went.
great.
This is gonna be not fun. I need a ring. Not gonna lie, I get a little,
that one was empty.
I get a little scared every time.
And you throw those away.
I believe flat again, unless my corner just doesn't have much stuff on it.
Is it
Yep,
flat?
this one's flat. This is maybe.
I feel like that's
It smells like brown sugar.
Ooh,
it's not brown.
I have a guess right off the bat. I think it's the Eggo one, but I haven't tasted it yet.
Yeah.
Yep,
that's
you're
the
right.
Eggo one.
That's
for
the
sure.
waffle one.
That smells like Eggo.
This smells like pancake syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's got like
Oh, that is too sweet.
ooh.
Too sweet for me.
I don't know if I like this flavor.
Yep.
This is probably like
I don't like that.
It's
this
weird.
is a solid 7 for me. It's a good breakfast Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Too sweet.
Right, for breakfast. Like if you were to wake up with a cup of coffee with no sugar in it,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because
I think it goes in that brown sugar and cinnamon
that's what I'm
category.
saying. Like I don't put sugar in my coffee and I eat shit like this.
Tommy
Because
commented.
it's like, well,
Tommy said she doesn't even have a blindfold on and she's bumping into shit. Damn it. It's just so funny to me.
Wait, Greg, how can you read the comments with a blindfold?
I'm
on?
looking up at the
Oh.
computer screen, not down at my collection of crumbs on the counter here.
That would make sense.
I'll believe it when I.
When I watch the replay.
Yeah. What did we say that last one was? Eggo?
That's the
Eggo.
Eggo. Lego my Eggo.
Yeah. Flat.
Oh, I know that smell.
Flat. Oh, this is my baby.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even need to taste it. Brown sugar cinnamon.
Oh, God.
Easy.
If that's what this is, I don't even think I want to eat it.
Oh,
That's what you pair with a cup of coffee.
oh yeah.
Oh my God. Just elite.
It's not that good.
9.6. Shut up, Greg.
Why do people like this flavor?
Yeah, this is
it.
this is where it's,
It's
at.
really not. It's not
This
good.
is where it's at, man.
I'm eating the whole thing of this one.
Like,
I've ate the whole thing of every one of these.
oh
things.
my God.
How do you not like that, Greg?
Because
I don't
cinnamon and brown
understand.
sugar is like the Pop Tarts that they give away at the free food bank giveaway stuff that nobody wants that flavor. They're like, here you go.
What the hell? Then give me all of them.
We got
Yeah,
a bunch
I'll
of these
take
here.
'em.
I will
Terrible.
take all of them.
Terrible flavor. God, it's just not good. I don't know why you guys like it. It's not good.
It's delicious.
I love it. That's a 9.7.
That is
Tommy's-
definitely right up there. That's like a 9.1.
Tommy, so that's the only flavor you find in the blessings box. We were saying the same thing.
No.
He knows.
You know what's actually very good? Is the brown sugar cinnamon dipped in black coffee. Oh, yeah.
Joey looks like he's taking communion. Imagine that.
Anti-Semitic Greg.
I'm Catholic, Joey. Also,
I don't need to bite this one to know this is the cupcake one.
ooh, yeah, that for sure smells like a cupcake.
Too sweet.
Oh damn! Yeah, it just smells like birthday.
Don't like that.
It smells like birthday.
Smells like birthday.
Why would somebody want that for breakfast?
It smells like you just walked into somebody's house and they're having a birthday.
That's so much better than the other kind, the brown sugar and cinnamon. one.
No, that is terrible.
Oh,
That's some good stuff right here.
Yeah, that's definitely birthday.
definitely
cake.
birthday. It's the,
yeah.
the cupcake. one.
Cupcake,
The
whatever.
confetti cupcake.
Confetti cupcake. There you go.
I did
This
not
one
like
I
that.
would give like a 5. This
Yeah, that is
very
not good. Give me an.
It tastes like a cake that's not done.
Yeah, it's got a weird aftertaste.
You know what I mean? Like,
This Pop Tart is doughy inside, guys.
oh,
Is this crunchies or
what we got?
is it crunchy on top or what am I feeling here?
Yeah, I feel a crunchy on top.
Right? Maybe.
Yep. There's crunchies on top for sure. There's a little pocket, like a little,
I
like a
smell.
little
Is
divot
this lemon?
there.
Oh
It
fuck!
smells very
no.
lemony.
That's
Oh
lemon.
god!
That's lemon.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
That is the worst fucking thing.
Do I have to swallow
Oh
this
my
one?
god!
Oh,
That's lemon.
That is
don't
so
want it.
bad.
get it away!
I don't
Get
want it.
away.
Somebody
Yeah.
take this.
Oh
I'm
my
not
god!
touching that.
Stop doing this to my mouth.
Who in their right mind pitched that?
That's pretty good, man.
Said, "Hey, Pop Tart boy, let's make lemon
I like
flavored
that.
Pop
It
Tarts."
tastes just like
Who
that.
decided to make lemon flavored anything?
All right, Greggy, you can take that box
Other
with
than
you.
It
Sprite.
tastes like lemon meringue pie.
Ugh.
All right, you ready for last 2 more? Oh, 3 more.
Oh, I swallowed it. Ooh, that was gross.
That is so gross. I fucking knew it.
That was like
I knew
a
that one
1.
was gonna suck.
There's
It's a bad
crunchies.
idea for you to wear black there.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
probably
1 just
looked like
because
a
the crust
moron.
wasn't
We missed
that
grape.
awful.
I think this is grape.
Oh. If this is grape, then the other one was definitely blueberry.
Right?
Uh,
Oh, this smells very grapey.
wait.
I think that other one was blueberry, guys.
I think so.
And then the
Did
one
this
you
one have crunchies
and
on
then
top,
you
though?
guys said blueberry, and I think it was cherry. I think I was right.
I don't know which one this is now. I'm thrown for such a loop. I have so many flavors in my mouth right now.
I think that's grape.
Oh yeah, it tastes like grape Big League Chew.
And I don't hate it.
It tastes exactly like grape Big League Chew.
I feel like this one is worse than the first grape we said.
Because
The first grape
because that
wasn't
was
bad.
blueberry.
The first one was blueberry, I believe. And this
Wait,
one- that was
no, we
grape.
had a blueberry.
Yeah, but you guys were wrong. That one was cherry. I
Yep,
told you.
I think Greg might have been right.
The strawberry before it
No,
threw you
I
off.
think this one's blueberry.
No way.
No, we're not. We're not
There ain't no way.
mathematicians here, but I think it's pretty hard to fuck up blueberry and cherry.
All right, we'll see, won't we?
But when you can't see it.
I think the first one I had, I think I messed up somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was
I
great.
thought we were like perfect till that came.
This one threw me for a loop.
Bro, there's no way you can't tell me that
'Cause
doesn't taste
this
like
That
one
Big
made
League
smells
me
like a
question
grape, and that tastes
we
like
know
a
what that
grape.
one
of the
is?
rest of them.
That is-
Yeah, can we know what that one is?
That's grape. Without a doubt.
We're
I'm
almost
100
done.
I'm
This one made me
100% sure.
question my existence. Like,
Why?
I don't know what just happened with
What?
that one. That threw everything for a loop.
I think
guess that one's grape.
Greggy's right. If we could change answers,
This
I
tastes
think
like all 4 fruit flavors of Pop-Tart.
No
all
way,
of them.
man. It's grape.
All right, this one is very crummy. Very, very crummy.
Very crummy.
Like a wild berry or
I couldn't
something.
even get it out of the thing without. Joey's already
then that's
covered
the.
in crumbs.
Oh my God, Chelsea.
What was
What
the other?
happened with this thing? It's falling apart in my hand.
That's how I opened it. That's exactly how it came out of the package.
Snickerdoodle.
Yep. Michelle
yeah.
Obama style with no frosting.
Snickerdoodle.
That's
I have a very hot
definitely-
take conspiracy theory about Michelle Obama.
Definitely
Yeah.
Snickerdoodle.
That's
Right.
actually pretty damn
Yeah.
good.
It's
I
very
like that
dry.
one.
Very, very dry.
It is very dry, but I like it. Reminds me a lot of the brown sugar cinnamon one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I think too.
The brown sugar
That's not good.
cinnamon icing needs to be on that. Elite.
With the little crunchies. I don't know what those are in there, but
Are we going again?
Last one.
Oh,
Ready?
there's still
heck?
one more.
Yep. This is the surprise one.
Surprise one.
Oh, this is the little bite-sized strawberry one.
Yep.
oh, the little bites,
I
little
haven't tried
poppers.
these yet.
I don't know.
Whoa. Crunchy. I kind of like that.
I like that.
Now those are different. Those are a little more like a delicacy. You know?
Yeah. I won't be mad.
Like
Yeah, you typically don't want all crushed. And
like
that's-
if Pop Tarts
that
was the
crushed
main
was, like,
dish, those would be
crunchy.
the hors d'oeuvres. You know what I mean?
Fucking scammers.
Like if Pop Tarts was the main dish, those would probably be your appetizer.
That was good. I like that.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, blindfolds off.
Oh, wow. You weren't. Wow, it's
Holy
bright here.
shit, it's
Right.
bright in here.
And there's crumbs everywhere. Holy shit! Look at your blackness.
Wow, bro.
You're very crummy.
Feeling pretty crummy right now. They're already in the third quarter. What?
Yeah,
Like my brain doesn't work right now.
I'm rebooting right now.
My entire
Reset.
vision is like resetting right now. It's like brain buffering.
Also have like icing all over my hands.
Man.
Ah. I'm still blurry. What the hell?
So, anyways, guys, how's it going out there?
Trying to wake up. All right, so how'd we do?
These guys had to get the crumbs off themselves and adjust their eyes.
Right.
I'm sorry, you have the lab coat
We had
on,
a-
so that means you have to be able to do everything.
That's it. Get that coat off,
Was
Chelsea.
that first one strawberry? We all guessed
So you're
strawberry.
telling me
on
that you
first
don't
one.
deserve to wear the lab coat? Is that
Wow.
what you're
Wow, bro.
According to my analysis,
Uh-oh.
blueberry and grape were very disputed.
Blueberry
Yeah.
and grape?
She's just telling us what we're.
So it was blueberry first, was grape first?
Which one do you think?
Blueberry.
I mean, I already
I
told you
think
mine. Why
now
don't
that
you
we
tell me what was
changed,
right?
I think that first one was blueberry.
The first one was blueberry.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
And the second one was grape?
That second one that we were.
Are those the
disputing
only two
between
we
was
got right?
Yeah,
grape.
that made me question everything once I had that grape. I was like, this is...
Blueberry was the grape flavor first.
I do not like blueberry. That's
So where was cherry?
Can I
Because
just
I
be
didn't
honest?
guess cherry once.
Yeah, wait. We,
And-
It was supposed to be number one, but I accidentally gave you strawberry first. So cherry was number two.
So Greg was
So
right.
that was raspberry.
Greg was right.
We thought it was raspberry.
You guys thought it was blueberry.
That one wrong. But all the other ones.
wait, which one was raspberry?
Raspberry was towards
You
the
guys,
end.
you guys knew what raspberry was. You guys said blueberry for cherry,
yeah.
and then you said grape for blueberry.
Yep, I
And then
went
when you
back and
got to grape, you were like, "Oh shit."
Yep. I went back. I said if we could go back and change it, I would change it to what Greggy said, that we got that the cherry, or that we said that blueberry ended up it actually was cherry.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we mixed it. I mean,
Dude,
when you
I'm
can't
telling
see
you,
it,
I think having the
messes you all
strawberry.
up.
I think having the strawberry right before it also threw it off a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
made it taste a little less cherry for some reason.
and the strawberry to me, it didn't pop out like I thought it was going to. Like it took until you guys said it was strawberry before I'm like, yeah, it is strawberry.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
I like the grape ones.
I did too.
I don't know which one was grape.
I didn't hate it.
So the first one was the grape.
Was the lemon one?
Or no, this first one was blueberry.
Yeah, look at the Eggo. That I love the frosting on the Eggo one.
The one that you what?
You can't see that on camera. It's so funny. It doesn't look right.
What about it?
Frosting?
Not look right.
The frosting on it. I dig it.
No.
I like it. That's one of my favorites.
I didn't think it was good.
Man, this Saints defense just has Tom Brady's number.
Fumbles don't help.
Good Lord, man.
That tasted so weird.
But we got a lot of them right, though.
Yeah.
I think I feel good about myself. That lemon is by far the worst
worst.
Pop-Tart ever made.
The worst.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Too sweet. So is the cupcake one.
So I got those for my son Bailey because he loves all things lemon, anything like lemon, the little lemon cheesecake bars, lemon. I'm not lemon flavored anything. Sprite is about the most lemon flavored thing you'll get me to fucking try. But he loves lemon flavored stuff.
There's nothing on that thing.
It's
It's not
crummy.
even powder.
It's pretty crummy.
Should have put some icing on it.
Yeah.
But no, even Bailey was like, nah, I don't really like those lemon ones.
Yeah, it was.
So they've been sitting
Man.
on our shelf for like, about 2 months. I mean, the expiration says they're good till June of next year. So
Those are
I was like,
horrendous.
oh, they're fine.
I mean,
No,
it
they're not.
wasn't expired.
They're awful.
Just
They're so
bad
good.
when they're good.
They're good.
Yeah.
You
That
liked it,
was,
Greg?
Yeah.
You're wild.
You can take that box.
Yeah.
When we
Take them
leave
home with you, bud.
today.
Terrible.
It
It's okay.
okay.
If I wanted those flavors, I'd
Average.
get it in a donut.
Well, what if
Very
you didn't
odd.
have a donut shop
Yeah, but
and you
Pop
only
Tarts
had
you just grab and
Pop
go.
Tarts, Joey?
Well, it looks like I'm getting a brown sugar cinnamon Pop
What if
Tart.
they don't have them, Joey? Because every Joey in the world came and bought them all out.
Well, then I'm buying a Cliff Bar. Pop Tarts are off the menu today.
Then I'm buying a Cliff Bar.
And if I can't do that, then I'm going hungry.
Dang, my eyes still are not adjusted.
No, I got
I'm
very
still
comfortable.
like,
Bad
they are
idea.
Really
I got
blurry.
very, I got
Like,
very comfortable to being in the dark.
yeah, I'm like struggling to like see my computer screen right now. I'm like, I cannot. I feel like Chelsea right now trying to read anything without glasses on.
My glasses.
I can't read. Why are you trying to show me this? I don't have my glasses on. So let's talk about these matchups we got going on. So you got Georgia and Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia favored by what? 6.5?
7.
7?
Probably going to jump up to 7. 7.5, 8 by kickoff. Wouldn't be surprised if it's up to 8.5 because it's in Atlanta. 8 o'clock. I mean,
Now, if you take the heart and emotion and soul and all that out of it, you're a betting man. Where are you putting your money?
Yep.
oh, jeez.
Oh, geez.
At 7?
7. Yeah. That's why when I saw those numbers, because I mean Michigan's favored by 9.5 against TCU. Georgia is only favored by 7 against Ohio State. What is going on with that game?
Yeah.
Why is that number so low?
Because Vegas isn't dumb. They know that these are the two best athlete for like rosters in America. Like they know they're the two best teams on paper in America, and they've shown they're probably arguably the two best teams in America. Granted, they haven't played like it, but if they're both playing as best as they possibly could, these are the two best teams in America. My opinion. Obviously, other people's opinions are different, but I don't know. Buckeyes fan, obviously, I love the Buckeyes as an underdog. Take all that out, though, just based off of recent performances. I mean, 7 is...
That's, yeah.
7's still a lot of points in a game like this. 7's a
think?
lot of points. But Georgia, like, the thing is, like, you don't know which Ohio State you're getting.
That's the question.
You don't know which C.J. Stroud you're getting. You don't know what Ohio State secondary you're getting.
Well, you don't
So-
know what offensive line you're going to get from Ohio State. That's the big thing. Like, I've noticed with CJ, he does a great job of going through his progressions unless his offensive line doesn't hold up for him. The minute that pressure breaks down, his eyes go from his progressions to straight where the pressure is.
Yeah.
He looks at the pressure and he takes his eyes away from downfield too quickly, I feel like. Instead of standing tall in the pocket and delivering a ball, his feet get skittish. Like he really does. Sometimes he gets happy feet back there, and it just, to me, I see a guy who's not ready for the NFL, and he's gonna leave a year early. You know he is, but this is his chance for redemption. This is his chance to make up for the last 2 years not coming up big in the big moment.
Yep.
So, I mean, as a Buckeye fan, you got everything that you want right in front of you. You got a chance to prove it. You got in. You got a chance to prove that you're one of the best, if not the best team in the country.
And how bad do you want to go play the team up north again?
Exactly.
Because you know they're probably going to run through TCU.
I'm telling you, if that ends up happening, it probably will go down as the highest rated college football game
Highest
of all
hyped,
time.
Yeah.
for sure.
That'll be the most watched college football game of all time.
All time.
That
for
game
sure.
will be bonkers.
Because, I mean,
Absolute bonkers.
I know that Tommy doesn't think that outside of Michigan and Ohio State, that rivalry matters. Because, I mean, for the last few years, other than these last two, for about the last 15 years, that rivalry's been pretty dormant.
Yep.
But I will just say, if that game were to be for all the marbles,
And everybody to get to witness it. Oh my gosh.
that you're talking about awakening a sleeping giant with this rivalry. I mean,
Just add another thing.
Especially
This has never been a national. The two have never matched up for a national
Never.
championship.
never. Well, they didn't play a national championship until what, 94, I think was the first year they started playing it.
I think
95,
so,
something like that. But still, it's to me, this has a chance to be the biggest game of all time if they both make it there. You know, but that's a tall task for Ohio State. I think Michigan, they should take care of TCU pretty handily. 9.5 point favorite. What do you think, Joey? Is that pretty fair for numbers wise, or do you think that's pretty? Still, there's some room to make some money there.
Yeah, I think obviously 9.5 is Michigan's gonna physically dominate this game. I mean, TCU doesn't have, like, don't get it twisted. Michigan is a very, very good football team, and they do a lot of things very, very well. Their defense is very, very good, and their offensive line is very, very good. And quite honestly, probably the best portion of their team. And TCU is, I mean, they're Big 12 defense. Like, they're not going to be ready for Michigan to line up 6, 7, 8 linemen in the box and run the ball right down their throat for 4 quarters. Like, eventually, Michigan is just going to wear them down probably halfway through the first quarter, and it's just going to be an onslaught by Michigan. It's Michigan covering all day in that game.
So Michigan to cover.
Yeah, TCU has been, I mean, they're a frisky team. Duggan's a dude. He's good. I think they can score some points. But I just think Michigan plays ball control in this game and takes them out of the game with their offense and doesn't even let them get on the field much.
Okay. So there you have it. I mean, that's kind of the way I'm thinking with this game. It looks like it's going to play out that way, but we'll see. I mean, crazier things have happened, but I don't think that TCU. Now, has TCU ever made it to the college football playoff before?
I believe this is their first time.
Okay, so
They're supposed to-
2014, they were
supposed to
kind
make it in
of
14.
snubbed.
Yeah, 14 they were undefeated, and they didn't get it. There was no Big 12 championship game, and that's when Ohio State lost to Virginia Tech, I believe, earlier in the season, and then waxed Wisconsin in the Big 10 championship. And then their waxing of them is what pushed them over a non-conference champion, TCU.
Correct. Get him down.
Yeah. Do something, Tom Brady. Jesus.
I can't have Kamara scoring today. Not today.
No?
No.
Ugh.
He's got to score under 17.
Ugh.
But so that's pretty much it for college football. We got a couple other things we could talk about here, but I don't want to take too much time because I kind of wanted to be. I want to try to wrap these up by like the hour and a half mark,
Yeah.
and we're closing in on that mark now. It's like an hour and 25 minutes. I feel like 90 minutes is a really good, culmination. It's a good round number. So to kind of wrap things up, I do want to talk a little bit about the Browns game. Talk about what you got going on with your marathon thing, Eric. But first, let's talk about that Browns game and just what your thoughts are with this team going forward. Now, obviously, we talked a little bit about the game itself, but can I just talk for just 1 second about this whole Deshaun Watson thing? And does anybody else find it weird that his accusers were at the game in the suite?
Very weird, isn't
Does
it?
anybody else, can we talk about that for just a second? Like, I have tried to stay away from this subject as much as possible because out of respect for any female victims out there, I really try to tread this subject very lightly because I'm a passionate Browns fan, but I have respect for female victims of sexual abuse and domestic violence. All that. I don't condone any of this. But at the same time, if you were raped by a man or physically sexually assaulted by a man, would you want to go watch that man work after you just settled a lawsuit with him?
On top of it, are you going to go back into the place that facilitated everything that happened to you and caused all this trauma? It was, I mean, they've had the lawsuits they had to settle too. They facilitated all this, and you're going to go back into their suite and enjoy all their suite and all their things and watch their football team play against a person that you were accusing. It
just
was
was weird
all
to me,
very
man.
weird.
Very
I did
odd
not
situation.
understand any of it.
Like,
why
I
you'd
hate-
want to be a part of it, what they were trying to accomplish. They didn't get showed one time on TV, not once.
Yeah.
Didn't talk about it. You know what they did show? Deshaun Watson's family.
Good.
There to support him.
Good.
They did not show the accusers in the Busby suite. It just, I didn't understand that.
It was a very odd situation.
I just thought everything around this whole situation was odd.
It's
I
very
mean, you look at
attention-grabbing.
Busby, he's the neighbor of the Houston Texans owner.
Best friends with him. His
Okay.
own lawyer.
He has his personal suite at Reliant Stadium,
False
whatever they're
start
calling
left
it now.
tackle.
And, you know, he's a high-profile ambulance chaser, what you like to call those kind of lawyers. And it's, to me, it's really hard to see. I've tried so hard to be as even keel about this as possible and give every possible
Look at it from every angle.
Yes, look at it from every angle and not be dismissive about any of this. But here's the thing. When did the accusations come out? They came out a week after he asked for a trade. Literally. In the week after he asked for a trade, those accusations came out against him.
And up until that point,
All of this stuff
completely
happened.
squeaky clean.
All of this stuff happened under the guise and the watchful eye of the Houston Texans organization. So they knew all of this stuff. They had dirt on him. They had this stuff on him. So why didn't they say anything before he asked for a trade? Why didn't they say anything about this? Why didn't any of these women come out and say anything before he asked for a trade?
Do you know why? Because he was winning them football. Well, he wasn't winning them football
No.
games, but he had the potential to win them football games.
Eric,
He
if
was-
you go back and you think about what the original problem was with the Houston Texans, they were a playoff team. This is a powerhouse playoff team. You're talking about J.J. Watt, Honey Badger, DeAndre Hopkins, all these names that they had on
David
that roster.
Johnson.
David Johnson. The
Laramie Tunsil.
stars that they had on that roster assembled. And for them, everything happened when that owner made that dumbass statement about the inmates running the asylum, correct? That's when all those players wanted to be traded. So then Deshaun signs a contract, and then that dumbass makes that statement. All these players ask to be traded, and now all of a sudden he's rethinking himself. He's like, I don't have D-Hop to throw the ball to anymore. They're taking away my best weapons, and they don't have a line to. The dude was sacked 40 times in every one of his seasons in Houston, at least 40 times. So he asked for a trade because he doesn't want to be a part of that organization. He doesn't want to be a part of that.
yeah, he did
And
not want to play for that owner anymore.
within
was
a
his
week-
exact words.
Within a week,
It's a shady look.
all this stuff comes out.
It's a very shady look.
And then it's one accuser, and then it's two accusers, and then all of a sudden this guy takes on the case, and there's 27 of them. Now, I'm not saying I hate to be that guy, and I don't want to be a victim blamer at all, but like those women that showed up to that game on Sunday, I'm sorry, but you're not a victim. If you're a victim of that kind of an offense,
I feel like you wouldn't have been.
there's
how much
no
trauma
way
do you have?
if you have that kind of trauma that you want to be around the guy that caused that trauma. I'm sorry. I know women. Like I'm not a woman, so I can't speak for them. But like I know
The optics of
I know that my wife, when I asked her the same question, she's like, no, why would I want to do that? That's horrendous. Like, that sounds disgusting. So it just doesn't make sense to me, one, why he would invite them, and two, why any of them would accept the invite, let alone 10 of them.
11. The last I knew was 11.
So to me, it just goes further to prove the point that, just lay off the guy for a little bit. Can we just
At some point, we're going to have to start talking football.
Yes.
It's going to have to go on the back burner. We're going to have to start talking football. And eventually, it's going to go away. Everyone's not going to completely forget. Not everyone is going to completely forget. I mean, we never let Pittsburgh fans forget that Ben got accused a couple different times.
But every time they would bring it up, no charges were filed. Were criminal charges ever filed against Deshaun Watson?
No.
Dismissed. Were civil charges filed against Ben Roethlisberger when that happened? Yeah. Was he sued? Yeah. Did he settle? Yeah. Nobody wants to talk about that. Well, the number, 27, 40, 60, 80 women. I mean, the number keeps getting bigger every time you talk to Browns fans or anybody that wants to try to, one, defend Baker Mayfield, or two, defend, or try to, I don't know, this morality ground that people want to take. Like, well, I mean, how can you root for the Browns with this guy on the team? Like, 47 accusers. Like, did you see the article in the New York Times? Did you see this? Did you see that? It's like, yeah, because this douchebag took on the case and was like, come one, come all. Anyone who wants money from Deshaun Watson, hey, come get some free money.
He's going to get a lot of money here pretty
Did you
soon.
do a
Anybody
massage
want
for
some?
Deshaun Watson? Yes, absolutely. Now, the one thing I will say, I'm not trying to defend the guy, because why you need massages from 70 different women?
It was creepy.
Yeah,
We
he's
know
got
what was
something
going on. We all know what was going on. But for anybody out there to try to say that this isn't going on in the entire NFL across the board with multiple stars on every team, you're kidding yourself. Sorry. Just saying.
Yeah, politics too.
Yeah. Just saying.
It's probably worse there.
This is a seedy underbelly of society that nobody wants to talk about. We get it. I understand that, but it happens. And it's not something that usually is it's not something that usually lingers for very long. It's something that usually is kind of like, okay, you do your time, you did the crime, you do your time, and now you're going to assimilate back into society and become a functioning member of society again. That's how we work as a society. We're not going to crucify this guy and hang him out to dry, and every time he goes out on the football field now, he's going to get just shit on by not only the opposing team, which we totally understand. If it's coming from the opposing team, I get it. Totally understand that.
Especially when it was his old team.
Absolutely understand that. Oh, they almost got another one.
That's just sports from the opposing.
But from your own fan base, after one game, for everybody out there to be calling for this guy to be, you gave up $230 million for this guy? I can't believe it. Look at all the sacrifice, everything they had to go through to get this guy, and then this is what you get out of it? One game is what you've got so far. Chill out.
Yeah, you know how many times I heard today, so this is what you get for 100 or for 230 million. I'm like, no, this is not what we paid 230 million. We paid 230 million for 5 years.
Oh, you're gonna get him for a lot more in 5 years.
Game. So no, we didn't just waste 230 million.
Tom.
You got him for at least 10. I'd say 8 to 10 years is what you got Deshaun Watson
Yeah,
for.
the
He
230
ain't
is
going
for the
nowhere.
5.
After you put everything on the line to go get this guy, and you put your neck out on the line
He's
for
got to
him,
be committed to Cleveland.
he's got to be committed to Cleveland for the rest of his career. So
In
you're not
3
talking
years,
4 or 5 years. You're talking about this is your guy for the next 10 years.
Think
at
about
least.
the Browns. All the stars are wrapped up right now.
Everybody's
all
locked
5.
up.
At
All
least
under
5.
long-term
Well, and-
contracts.
Well, Nick Chubb
And-
3, I think.
You go and you restructure his contract and Amari Cooper's
They're going
contract.
to be restructured every year.
Oh yeah,
They're
his
gonna-
contract will be
They're
restructured
gonna
every
get
single year.
gigantic signing bonuses and be on league minimums.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
With the way the league is set up now, that's the way you work around this cap. So you're going to see after this year some signings that are going to make you scratch your head and go, that guy signed with the Browns? Because of the star power of Deshaun Watson.
Because of number 4.
Jacoby Brissett wasn't going to do that for you. Oh, but he had a great season. He was 4-7.
No, Jacoby
had a pretty good season. He's top 10 in the NFL in passing rating, right?
He is always accepted in Cleveland, but yes.
Oh, dude, I am not trying to say anything bad about Jacoby Brissett because honestly, he did exactly what I expected him to. Eric, what did Rizzy say? He wins you 1 and loses you 2, right?
Yep.
That's pretty much what you're going to get out of Jacoby Brissett.
Got.
And
that's what you got.
Let's be real.
You
It
got
wasn't
an extra.
even,
You got a bonus.
It wasn't even Jacoby that lost those games. It was the goddamn defense and special teams that lost those games.
I would say 2 you could pin on him. Other than that, the other 5 definitely for sure. But that Jets game and the Chargers game, I'll pin those on him.
I mean, the Jets game, we gave up 3 touchdowns in a minute.
I don't know if it was a Jets game, but it was a game that he threw a pick where you were like, what are you doing?
That's the Bills game.
That might have been it.
Yeah, there's one.
It might have been the Bills game.
Not the Jets.
The Jets game
Not
was the
putting the
defense.
Jets
I know
on
it was the
Jacoby
Chargers
Brissett.
game.
The
Didn't
Chargers, yeah. The red
I know
zone,
the Chargers
red zone
game. When he
pick.
threw that pick in the red zone. But
Yeah, the
anyway,
red zone
regardless,
pick.
you're right. I can't pin this on Jacoby Brissett. There were some boneheaded play calling decisions made by Stefanski throughout this year, and Joe Woods obviously is just
Needs to be
being
fired.
Joe Woods. But I feel like with this team, we're getting to the point where you're now understanding that this is Deshaun's team. And you got to accept that fact now. You can't look back and say, well, look at what Jacoby did. He should be starting. He earned his job. No. Jacoby Brissett signed that contract after they traded for Deshaun Watson.
He knew what he was coming.
He knew what he signed up for. He didn't expect to play 11 games, right?
He thought it was going to be 6.
Yeah.
Well, the
So I'm
people that were calling for Jacoby were mostly saying, or their biggest argument was, Jacoby would have looked better in that game than Deshaun Watson, and I'm not arguing that. But
Nope.
Jacoby is what Jacoby is. He's not getting better every week, and Deshaun is. You got to get him better every week. You got to get him in there.
You didn't pay
Sitting
$230
him-
million for Jacoby.
Sitting him to try to see what Jacoby can do for the rest of this year is not in the plans right now.
Does
That's
you no
not
good.
what we are trying to do right now.
Yeah.
We are trying to get Deshaun ready to go for the next 4 years is what we're
Exactly.
doing right now. So Jacoby is not coming back. I would love for Jacoby to come back and be our backup. Is he on a 1-year thing? Do we need to re-sign him?
I
'Cause
think
would,
he is on a 1-year deal.
I would take Jacoby back in a heartbeat to be our
He's
backup.
a great locker room presence, man.
Yes.
And they get along well. He understands his role there. It would be
For
a
sure.
great fit. Let's bring Jacoby back.
And
Let
it's
him be our
somebody the
backup.
team is comfortable with if Deshaun were
Yeah,
to
if
get
he
hurt.
goes down, bring Jacoby in. I'm happy with it.
So let's get to our last segment here. Eric, I want you to talk about your marathon that you got going on. You're training for another marathon, right?
We're gonna start. I'm gonna start training again.
All right. When is this one?
This one is I want to say April 28th. I can,
Jeez, you don't even have the date. You don't even know when it is.
I can be
Jeez.
sure. We're at the end of April. I think it's April 28th.
Anyways, so we at Heart of Ohio Sports are going to be sponsoring you, correct?
Yeah, I thought that'd be a fun idea. Like
Who signed us up for this?
my buddy, I got a buddy that he started running this year, and we ran the Columbus one this fall together, and I'm gonna try to do the full next year, like I talked about, the full in Columbus in October, and try to qualify for Boston. But in order to get there, I need to keep in shape. So me and my buddy decided we're gonna sign up for one in the spring, so it forces us to train again this in the winter. Burn out of running. I didn't want to do it anymore, but I'm like, let's do it. So then I thought it'd be a cool idea to have you guys sponsor me, and
Yeah.
I'll wear Heart of Ohio Sports stuff, the headband. I will deck it out when I run, and I would like to do a fundraiser for something local here. That's up to you guys.
I like
you
that.
guys just use me as your pawn here. But when I did my first half in Columbus in 2015, 16, somewhere around there, and I did fundraising for that just through the Children's Hospital, and just myself trying to push that, I raised over $1,000. So I think
Heck
that
yeah.
with who's pushing it and me pushing it,
Oh, yeah.
I think we could we could do some fundraising. I'm going to put in the miles. I'm going to put in all the hard work. I'll share the whole experience on the social media platforms and all that good stuff. But
Heck
raise
yeah.
some money for somebody local. I mean,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I haven't figured out exactly who yet, but I'll get with you and figure all that out. But use me as your pawn. You pay that entry fee for me. I'll do the work.
Any local charities out there, 501c3s that need some help, that need some funding. We're looking for somebody to donate some money to. We're trying to raise some money for something that something good, something that could benefit from it. For
I
sure.
love it.
So that's what you've got going on. Now, what do we got going on? Now, we're talking about some new ideas for the show. We're trying to come up with like segments for the Monday show. I want to do a segment every week on Mulling It Over as well with Cody Dull. We're doing like a video game segment, /comic book segment. But that's something that I kind of wanted to toss out for anybody out there, is if you had any ideas for a segment that you would like to see us do.
Any
Like
ideas
we've
for
been
the
doing
show?
the food segment thing, and I think that's kind of cool, but it's kind of done on a lot of different platforms. A lot of different podcasts have already kind of delved into that. So maybe you have an idea that we haven't thought of. So if you have any kind of ideas for us to give it a try, I mean, drop it in the comments. Let us know, what should we be doing to give you guys some quality content. Oh, what
Comments,
an
reach out to
arm.
us, or
Olave.
I don't know if I should bring this up on the air talking about it, but you were talking about giving out the voicemail line and
Oh yeah, I
calling
can
and
do
giving
that.
some voicemails. So, I mean, if we give out the voicemail line, you guys can call in anytime, leave a voicemail, and we'll play it on the air. I think we'd have some fun with that. You could give us suggestions. You could give us something to talk about. Tell us how you feel about us. I mean, whatever you want to do, have fun with it. But
Yeah.
you want to get your voice on here.
I like the voicemail
Leave
idea.
us a voicemail, and we'll make a segment out of it. And make
Here's
a
the voicemail
segment.
number. Voicemail number 567-220-6535. Call the number. Let it go all the way to voicemail. Listen to the British AI. It's not Kristen Stahl, swear. Go all the way to the voicemail, all the way through, and leave a message. All right?
We'll
Leave
post
us a
that number.
message.
We can post that number out. Oh, that's another new thing. I talked to Nate today. I wanted to make a Pulse Podcast Facebook account, so
Oh.
we can. I'll try
Make
to.
it official.
I'll try to run that and try to get some things out, so we'll know what's coming up. You guys can give your suggestions on there. Maybe get a little more organization, what we're doing, what we're talking about, all that good stuff.
Also, we're looking for help with our TikToks. I'm finding that going through an hour and a half podcast to try to find reels is rather arduous and tedious, and I've got a lot of stuff to do, so I don't really have time to sit down and dissect all of this film, but it would be really awesome if someone out there had the passion for it and maybe wanted to help.
And even if you did have the time for that, you wouldn't know what the hell you're doing with it anyway.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing. If I did have time, then I'd have to give myself time to learn it.
figure out what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, and that's going to take more time and resources away from other things that we should be doing. So, but no, if you or anyone you know is familiar with TikTok, you want to help us out, reach out through the page, send us a message. Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for tonight, guys. I don't have anything else. How about you guys? Any final thoughts?
I got nothing. Hopefully, the Bucks come back from this. I mean, they are getting absolutely housed at home by the freaking Saints right now, and it's
Yeah, this makes me
embarrassing.
not
but
feel so good about beating them last week.
Yeah,
Oof.
this is not good. Chris Olave is starting to turn up right now. They call this a PI.
Sure did.
Yeah, that's PI. All right, I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to my lovely wife, Chelsea, for helping with the Pop-Tarts. She did a great job. Thank you to the wizard, Greg Kinn, for, of course, being a wizard, pulling up all of our stuff and keeping us locked in and live. And thanks to Joey for coming on with us this week.
Yes, sir. Tune
Thanks
in Wednesday
to,
night, Over
yeah.
Under podcast.
That's right.
Star's going to be eating the one chip and getting
man.
half his leg waxed.
I cannot
Wow.
wait for this show.
So-
I cannot wait for
What
this
I want-
episode.
what I
am
want
sorry. I am
is-
sorry, but I can't wait.
I want the leg wax on chip in hand. When they pull, he eats the chip.
No, let him
He's
eat
also
that.
got to take a shot.
Let him eat that
night,
chip.
too.
Let it just kick in. You know that moment where
Right
your
when-
eyes got real big?
Right when Joey went.
It's
As soon as your eyes get real
immediate.
big, that's when you go.
It's literally. I mean, it's like that. The chip goes in your mouth. You take a bite. It gets
Yeah.
hot. You tear it.
I'd say as soon as he swallows all the chip, as soon as it's all swallowed,
It might help
Rip.
with the chip though. That's the thing is, he's
That
also
might
got,
actually,
It's
yeah,
the
you're
ma-
right.
It's that major pain. You need a little distraction. Take the feeling off that leg.
he's also got to take a shot that night too. So we might just bang out all three in a 30-second span. So
Oh man,
we'll see.
I cannot wait. When is that? Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night, 8
Wednesday.
o'clock.
8 o'clock.
o'clock.
Tune in. Over Under podcast right here. Heart of Ohio Sports. Mulling it over will not be Thursday this week. It'll be on Friday instead. We're going to do a Friday episode of Mulling It Over because we have a game on Thursday. What the game is, well, we'll have to wait and find out because I'm still waiting to hear back from the athletic director. Still has not answered my emails.
Sometimes.
I hate it when they do. Like, just answer me. Like, just send me a yes or no. You don't have to leave me hanging. Don't leave me in limbo. Just answer me.
yeah, better find out soon because you said that I don't have to do it all in one day. And
Well, I mean, I will say this. If we don't have that game, there's another game that we could cover that same day, and it's here in town. So we could just switch up our game plan, but I'm holding out hope for this one. Hopefully they would like us there and we'd like to be there. So, but yeah, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Once again, Eric, thank you for going around and up all the Pop-Tarts.
That's fun.
Putting the show outline together today. I think it's a little bit more cohesive that way. That way we have a little bit more of an order to it. And kind of once we get to that point, it's like, all right, well, now we know we're done. So
Bingo.
once again, make sure you share the video, like, follow, subscribe, all of our platforms, and go find us on Spotify. Pull up all the stuff on Spotify. If you haven't watched all the old episodes, there's a bunch of old stuff on there. Thanks again, guys. You've been watching the Pulse Podcast here on Heart of Ohio Sports.